The environments seem really, really interactive, and we were talking before about the NPCs and the AI level that they have. Tell us, like, the persistence of the AI. You can mess with them if you want or not. You could deviate, is that right, off of what you want to do to interact or choose not to. Tell us a little bit about the concept and how that impacts the overall particular missions or the story or whatnot.
Well, each mission is going to be really, really particular. Of course, it's assassins, so most of your missions have to do with tracking down and assassinating a guy. But some guys will, may be as agile as you. Some guys may be coward. Some guys may be surrounded by tons of guards. Some people may be in public places. Some people may be in an interior in their hidden fortress. So really, like, our core gameplay is all about tracking your target, then the quick adrenaline moment of assassination, and then the escape. You are not someone who can run in and kill 150 people. So each time that you go through that sequence, it's going to be completely different, we're hoping. And so each target has its own special skill that's going to also be mapped to some RPG elements. As you level up and you gain new gadgets and new abilities, then you'll be able to use those new abilities in some sneaky ways with the targets you're trying to get.
That's awesome. One thing that was really impressive too was when you were walking through the crowd and you could kind of push and you could kind of do some kind of things. People don't really realize how good this game looks right now because they really haven't seen it. And the trailers, a lot of people are going to write it off. Oh, that's not gameplay, this, that, and the other thing. How have you managed to incorporate that level of detail all throughout? Because the individual people were showing expressions and doing things on their faces to really bring this vibrancy to the game universe.
Cool, I'm glad you noticed. We've put a lot of effort in that. Actually, the architects who are working on the main character, the assassin, are the lead animator and the lead AI guy who created the prince from the Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, the first one. And all of their ideas of the things that they were hoping for next gen, they brought to the next level. So I think a lot of people appreciated the smooth animations in Prince of Persia. Right now we have 6 times more animations, and instead of just having 2 people working on the main character, we have a team of 12 people working on the main character. So we're not near done all of the moves that you'll be able to do, but we already have 800 different contextual interactions. We really wanted to, push the boundaries and challenge ourselves to deliver something that's completely different, and we're hoping that it pays off because it's not as in your face as huge explosion or giant monsters, but it's really going to hopefully deliver a new kind of experience and that kind of smooth and really precise interaction with where you're going. And the art style, what we wanted to do is, not go with what you'd expect for the setting. The setting is a Third Crusade, and I think what we're used to seeing in RPGs and stuff like that is bright colors and, something that's really in your face. And what we wanted to go with is more of a Black Hawk Down kind of style, like blue filters, really cold, modern, and we want to deliver something that's edgy, something that's, not really expected for the setting, but also speaks to people a little more, so that when you're walking through the crowd, in some ways you forget that you're in the Third Crusade and it could feel like New York or E3 here. But one thing is for Patrice Désilets, who's the creative director on this project and also was the creative director on Sands of Time, he really wants to create cohesive universes where there's no suspension of disbelief, where really you stay in the game world and everything is explained. And so we wanted to make sure that everything, like if there's a health bar on the screen, if there are certain effects, that there's no, you don't wonder why that's there. And so there are explanations for all of these things, and some of them go back to, well...
There are explanations, but they're not explanations for now.
Unfortunately not. I'm trying to figure out how to say it without saying it, but unfortunately we'll have to keep that secret.